Hello and welcome back to Old School Butler. My name is Nick. So today we have a update on the Psychedelic 60s group build. It's finally back. It's been a while, and the Psychedelic 60s group build is hosted by the one and only Dan the Man from 60s Rule. This one's been fighting me. Uh, the 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 body mainly has been fighting me with the paint. So if you guys remember, there was some sand scratches here on top of the quarter, here, and then back here on both sides, and then the trunk lid. And there's some sand scratches that I didn't get out, and it was all the way down to the plastic. So when the last update, I showed you guys that I sanded just a little bit there and a little bit there, and well, then I took a hiatus for like a month. So I started to get back into things, and then I went ahead. I sanded all the way down to the plastic on all the areas. Pretty much almost sanded the whole deck lid down to the plastic, and then on top of the quarter on the other side, and all those areas. And I feathered it out a little bit, and then I masked it all off from the door to the fender, so the whole rocker and the quarter panel. Masked all this up, masked up the windows from the inside, and I reprimered the quarters, the deck lid, so both quarter panels. Put a couple layers on there. Made sure I didn't see any low spots or anything. So I then wet sanded it all down, got it all smooth. Looking at it, make sure there was no sand scratches and everything in it. And then I went ahead and applied the blue, 3 coats. And then I let that dry for a few days, I think. And then yesterday I went ahead and I wet sanded the whole body. Looks pretty good. And of course I gotta repaint again because I nicked these scallops. So I burnt through those two, and of course the other side. Because these chargers are really hard to sand. They got these sharp body lines. Here. You got this sharp body line you gotta watch out for, and there's another one here. And then you got the scallops. You know, they're really hard to sand. And not try to burn through all those sharp edges. And then, same thing with the hood. Try not to, but, you know, it happens. So I gotta repaint that. It's just been fighting me. You know, and then this showed up in the mail. I think it was a Wednesday of last week. Got my token. The Psychedelic 60s group build 2025. So thank you very much, Dan the Man, for the token. I really do enjoy these tokens every year. This is the 3rd one. So that's really cool. Thank you again, Dan the Man. Let's see, what else have I gotten done? Again, before I took my hiatus, I got the dash all done. The steering wheel all done. I got the steering column, all that's glued in now. So that looks really good. First time doing the wood grain on the dash. And then I started doing some bare metal foil. And as you can see, I was rubbing the bare metal foil and somehow rubbed the paint off right there. So that was another reason things were starting to go wrong with this. The whole sand scratches, and that happened. And I did get the battery detailed. This is pretty cool. I like this. Yeah, a couple decals, and then I tried to do the red little caps. So that's a good looking battery. Brake booster, master cylinder. That's ready to go. The interior, I got the front seats mounted. Center console's done. It ain't perfect. I got some, you can see a bare spot there, right along that edge there. And then I got some glue on there from the seat, gluing the seat in. So I need to get some Tamiya tape, like brush paint, some semi-gloss, and stuff like that, rubber black. I need to get that, so I could do touch-ups and stuff. Because that's what that center console's painted with, is to be a semi-gloss, but it's a rattle can. And then I can't touch that up, but you probably wouldn't notice unless I told you. So I'm really proud of that center console. That looks really cool. The next one that I do, I'm going to do the aluminum instead of the wood grain. Let's see. I just got the wheels mocked up on here. Kragers. The front wheels are on there. They're just friction fit. And then this is really cool. Working steering. It's one of my favorite features of this kit. The rear wheels and tires, they're loose, so I'll have to glue those. But just to refresh what the bottom side looks like, you got the 440, you got the decal on the air cleaner, you got the little decal on the side of the air cleaner. So that looks really good. I enjoy doing detail work. It's one of my favorite things. I like building the engines, detailing the engines, and doing little details, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And then I got some body panels. They're already in color, but I went ahead and did clear coat. This is going to be on the bottom, so it's not really going to be seen too much, like the side of the car will be. So I'm not too worried about it being perfect. Trying to reach over here. Firewall. Fingerprint. Firewall's clear coated. This is the other side. You're not going to see much of it once it's in the car. Got the heater box and then the pedals. I did convert this to an automatic. So I did the automatic pedals and Automatic transmission. Let's see here. One thing I don't like about this camera, where the camera is, I have to reach around the tripod, but I make it work. This is the core support. It's clear coated now. Not perfect. Doesn't have to be, because you know this is supposed to be a movie car. You all know movie cars are not perfect. I did have to take the taillight panel out when I was doing the primer and everything. So I took this out, and then I had a couple places here that needed to be touched up, so I sprayed some blue when I did the core panels. So that looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I wet sand this a little bit, and then clear coat this, and then I'm gonna have to mask this off and paint it semi-gloss black. So that's gonna get semi-gloss black. The hood latch here, all that's got to get semi-gloss black as well. I'm gonna wait until I get clear on this, and then I'll mask it off and everything. So that's the update on the Psychedelic 60s group build, Dennis's Charger. A long-winded whatever. Another thing, I'm gonna have to fix this. This here broke, and then it broke again, so I gotta fix that. So I took enough of your time, so thank you, Dan Demand, for the token. I enjoy those. So that being said, I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me and sticking around and all that great stuff. I really do appreciate y'all. So go ahead, give me a like, comment, subscribe, do what you want, and build that model your way. Have a great night.